Dressmakers, welcome again on this channel. In this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create fringes from your ASO. ASO is a woven fabric, which means it is created by weaving threads together. So whenever you look at any kind of ASO, whether it's the silk one, whether it's the cotton one, you will see that the weaving is always the same. You have it going lengthwise, and you also have the threads coming breadthwise, so it's more like the crossing of thread. This is the lengthwise grain. This is usually like the longer part, like it usually goes in so long like that. And then you will also look at it, and then you will see another thread that crosses over it. That is the breadthwise. So these are threads that are woven together. All right, so what you want to remove is that thread that crosses breadthwise. Okay, so that thread that crosses over the long thread, which is the yard length, that is the thread that you are going to remove for you to get your fringe. Now, if you are going to be using this away, this is called away because it comes in pieces. For whatever job you want to create, ensure that you have joined it together first. Put it on top of each other and join it just like you would normally join your fabric, or you place them overlap on top of each other like this. Now, for this trendy boo-boo that is really trendy right now, you just have to overlap like this so that you can join it together to create the front design. Now, when you want to bring out your tassels, which is also your fringe, your joining should end here. For those that you are going to be joining, let it end where the length of the fringe will be. Now, this fringe is going to be 5 inches. So now I'm going to have a marking of 5 inches all the way, which simply means that my fringe will be 5 inches. You are going to now run a stitch. Ensure that you use a matching thread. I'm just using a contrasting thread for you to see the thread and how you would join. You can either join it and back stitch at several points like this. You can see that at several points I'm making back stitch at several points, or you can just put in 2 straight stitches. Is either you do 2 straight stitches or you do back stitch in between, but make sure you use a matching thread so that the thread is not seen. Now we are going to start picking out the fringe. What you want to do is we want to pick out this thread. This thread that is the one that goes to the breadth is the one we are picking out. So you can see the way we are cutting. Cut through like this. Make sure that that cutting you are putting in the middle is straight, okay? And from the middle or from the side, you can now start pulling out that thread. Can you see that thread? So you can see that thread that crosses over. That is this thread that you want to take out. Just keep pulling it out like this. It may take a little bit of time, but it's something that is easy. It's quite easy to do. Now, if you are pulling it out and it seems as if the thread at the edge is not coming off, so what you will do is I'm going to bring it close to the camera so that you can see what I'm about to do. You look at the way this weaving is. You can see that thread that looks as if it's curved. That's the thread we are taking out. So you want to, more like you are putting a tiny notch. You can see the way it is curving. So just cut that notch. You can see that curved ones. These are the ones you are going to cut and notch, because if you are working with, maybe for example, a full dress, you want to be able to pull out all of this thread as fast as possible, and that's why I am giving you this tip. Okay, so just cut it out. You can see now it is quite easy to just remove. Can you see? I just pulled it out like that because of that notch that I made on that end. Can you see? It will be very easy once you follow these steps that I've just shared with you. So you just keep pulling that thread. By the time you get to this end, you will see that you will not be able to pull the thread anymore, because that sewing that you have done is more like a stopper. Can you see? So by then you pull, the thread will not be able to come off. At the end of getting all your tassels like this, you are just going to like brush everything out. You can get maybe like a brush use it to brush it out, or you use your fingers just like I'm doing now. And once you have brushed everything out, you will just take your scissors to like trim off any one that may be like out of place. And that's just it. That's how you create your fringe from your ASO. This video is detailed enough, so I'm confident that you have found it helpful. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, don't forget to also ask me. I'll see you again in this next video.